Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another fascinating journey into the world of coins, hidden treasures, and the history behind everyday money. If you love uncovering stories that connect history, mystery, and value, you're in the right place. Now, think about this for a moment. You walk into your home, maybe to your study or to the place where old boxes and forgotten items gather dust. Maybe you sit down with a cup of coffee, open an old drawer, and there it is, a coin you haven't seen in years. It's a Czech 2 Koruny from 2007. At first glance, you probably think it's just a piece of pocket change, something you might have used to pay for a newspaper or a snack. But what if I told you that this small, metal disc could hold a story so rich, so compelling, that it could grab the attention of collectors around the world? And what if that very story could lead to a value that reaches into the millions? In 2007, the Czech Republic was well established as an independent nation with a thriving economy and a proud cultural heritage. The 2 Koruny coin was part of everyday life. People used it, spent it, and often forgot about it. It wasn't minted as a rare or special edition. It wasn't hidden away in vaults. No, this coin was meant for circulation, for everyday people like you and me. But here's the thing about coins. They are frozen moments of time. They capture the art, politics, people, and technology of the era in which they were produced. The 2 Koruny coin from 2007 is a reflection of a modern nation with deep roots in a rich past. Its design may seem standard to the untrained eye, but to those who study, collect, and seek meaning in coins, each element tells a story. The Czech Republic chose symbols that resonate with national pride, symbols that speak of endurance, resilience, and identity. When you look at the face of the coin, you see a design that represents not just currency, but tradition. And for many men in that 55 to 65 age group who watched the world change around them over decades, these symbols are familiar. They evoke memory. They provoke thought. They bring you back to moments in life when history was unfolding. Now let's talk about how coins like this go from everyday change in your pocket to objects of desire on the international collector market. When a coin is produced in large numbers, like the 2 Koruny in 2007, most of them remain common. They don't attract much attention, and their market value stays low. But collectors are always looking for exceptions. They look for coins that have something unusual about them, something rare, something that sets them apart. Occasionally, during the minting process, mistakes happen. Almost every year, critics and historians talk about error coins, coins that were accidentally struck off-center or with a doubled image, or missing a part of the design entirely. These mistakes, while undesirable for everyday use, become extremely valuable to collectors. Why? Because they are rare. The fewer there are in existence, the more collectors will pay for them. But here's where things get far more intriguing. With the Czech 2 Koruny from 2007, we're not just talking about simple mint errors. We're talking about documented cases where extremely rare variations, coins with unique striking patterns, metal composition anomalies, or provenance that can be traced with complete historical documentation, have captured the imagination of serious collectors. Some coins have subtle design differences that only the most experienced numismatists recognize, differences that are not recorded in standard coin catalogs. To put it simply, most people see the coin, then toss it aside. But the rare few who know what to look for, who understand minting processes, historical context, and rarity, see something entirely different. They see a potential treasure. Think about this the next time you find one of these coins. Look at its edges. Feel its weight. Notice the sharpness of its details. Has it been worn down? Or does it look almost untouched, like it's been sitting in a protective space all these years? Those details matter. They matter a lot. In the coin world, there's a concept known as condition rarity. It's not just about how many coins were made, it's about how many coins survived in exceptional condition. A coin in pristine shape, one that looks as though it never left the mint, can be exponentially more valuable than one that has been carried in pockets or jars for years. This is especially true for coins that are decades old. For the Czech Koruny from 2007, most coins in circulation are what experts call common. They trade for very little. But once you move into the realm of rare variations and pristine conditions, the landscape changes entirely. Now, imagine a scenario where a collector spots a unique version of this coin, one that was struck with a minting error so subtle that only experts notice it. The design elements are slightly off, the strike is clean, and the coin appears almost untouched by time. That is where collectors get excited, and that excitement can translate into serious value. Numbers matter, but so does desirability. Coins with stories, history, and rarity attract serious attention from seasoned collectors and investors. These are not pennies to be spent. These are pieces of history to be preserved, studied, and yes, sometimes sold for significant value. Collecting coins is not just about money, though. It's about connection. It's about understanding where we came from and how everyday objects reflect the world around us. For men in their 50s, 60s, and beyond, holding a coin from 2007 might bring back memories. Maybe it reminds you of a trip abroad or a moment in time when life was different. That emotional connection is part of what makes coin collecting so powerful. And here's the most fascinating part. Among collectors, there is speculation, not baseless rumors, but informed speculation that certain highly unique variants of the 2007 Koruny coin could be so rare and so sought after that their value could reach astonishing numbers. We're talking about examples that, if truly authenticated and verified by the top experts in the field, could attract offers in the multi-million-dollar range. Collectors do not make these kinds of moves lightly. They base them on documented rarity, condition, and historical importance. A coin must be authenticated, graded by a reputable service, and its provenance established before real value can be determined. That's why if you think you might have one of these special coins, the first step is to get it examined by an expert. A coin might look ordinary, but only close inspection can reveal whether it's something extraordinary. Remember, most coins, even ones from 2007, are not valuable. They are worth what they are, everyday currency from a time that feels recent. But hidden within those millions of common coins are the potential exceptions, the ones that can rewrite what we thought we knew about value. And now, as we bring this story to its conclusion, consider this. This small piece of metal from the Czech Republic's currency system, a coin that traveled through everyday use, perhaps changing hands thousands of times, might just hold a secret worth millions. That's not fantasy. That's the reality of rare coins. So, if you have a Koruny 2007 coin tucked away somewhere, take another look at it. Examine it carefully. Because in the rarest of cases, a coin like that has been associated with astonishing valuations in the collector world, valuations that reach as high as $5 million. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories of history, mystery, and hidden treasures in the everyday objects we overlook.